May we have the toy group in the ring, please?
Since 2017, the Pekingese have won the toy group the most, winning the group 3 times, including last year.
Yeah, you know, I think the toy group's a unique group in that everybody's looking for type. And what type means is the beauty of the dog and how the dog conforms to the standard in its profile and the way their faces look, the coat textures, the carriage. It's so important. So this is what's the judge is going to look for.
That looks like a lot going on there. Yorkshire Terriers, noted by the American Kennel Club as the most popular toy breed overall. But Poodles are number 5, all sizes combined. And our judge is Glenn Lecheski from Cloverdale, California. This is his 2nd judging assignment here at Westminster.
And Glenn is one of our most respected judges. I know he's excited to be here. He's a longtime breeder. He's been in our sport more than 50 years. He's bred both Dobermans and Poodles. But this is a little bit different for him to look at the toys.
Yes. I'm excited to see what he'll do. He's got such a discerning eye.
12 best in show wins from the toy group. Some close-ups. Oh, the ears are up. Listening.
Affen means monkey in German, and Pinscher means terrier. Thus, Affenpinscher means monkey dog. Small in structure and strong will, they are originally used to rid granaries and kitchens of small rodents. They are intelligent, inquisitive, neat but shaggy with bold personalities. This is Affenpinscher, number 17.
Well, people watching may see Affenpinscher and think Doberman Pinscher. Major differences.
Absolutely.
Other than the Pinscher part.
These are a charming little breed. Very monkey-like, imp-like face. They have that kind of wire coat that's disheveled looking, but they
that shawl over the back.
The shawl over the back.
Important.
They have big personality though, in a little package.
Yes.
Needed a little help here. The legs moving like it's in a cartoon.
And you know, this defines the breeds when you see that rapid movement, you know, sound coming and going, which means they track a certain way when their legs are going away that the judge wants to see based on what the standard says.
The Biewer Terrier was developed in Germany in the 1980s. This whimsical toy breed is lighthearted, intelligent, and amusing. An intelligent and elegant, long-haired dog with a breed signature ponytail. Its fun-loving, childlike attitude make them a devoted and loyal companion. This is Biewer Terrier, number 22.
So Valerie, we were actually walking around the rings today, and we talked to some people about the Biewer Terrier. And, you know, they were very clear, and we're seeing it right now, the dog being picked up. And they're looking for actual color disqualification are there. So they have to be pure white underneath. They cannot have any tan. And they're also checking pigment. So that was a very unique exam for this breed, which is exactly how the judge should have done it.
What do you do when it's a big dog and you go lift them up to look underneath?
Well, we hope that they didn't write DQs into the standards so we don't have to pick them up. I showed Great Danes for years, and I didn't want to have to pick them up too much. So.
Another female entry here.
The Brussels Griffon is named for the capital of Belgium, where first developed. There are 2 coat varieties, the rough that is similar to most hard-coated terriers and smooth like that found in the pug. These little dogs, popular here since the turn of the 20th century, are devoted and intelligent companions. This is Brussels Griffon, number 17.
Okay, we'll move down to where the toy group sign is.
Follow the signs. This is Pickett from California, and again, the most entries we have this year came from the state of Florida, followed by New York, and then California. All 50 states represented in some 12 countries.
And here we have Bill McFadden. I think many people will recognize him. He was best in show here with both Flynn and Mick.
I remember Flynn.
Okay, right
Flynn, the Bichon.
Yeah.
And the Kerry Blue Terrier.
Kerry Blue Terrier.
Little mask on that face.
that strong pout.
These glamorous little dogs were bred strictly as companions and historically were known as comforter spaniels.
Good evening.
Favorites in the court of English royalty.
Hey.
They are ideal, gentle family pets, bred to be as sound as well as beautiful, happy, and eager to please, and to make perfect therapy dogs. This is Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, number 39.
Therapy.
Romeo.
A therapy dog named Romeo.
It's
A
perfect.
picture from the balcony.
And you know, these make great therapy dogs because their temperament, the breed standard actually calls for if their temperament is subpar and they're shy in any way, they're not even to be considered for an award. So they put such emphasis. We talked about the beauty of these. They put an emphasis on the temperament too, which is really important for a companion dog and a therapy
Hey, go
dog.
right around. Thanks.
I talked to my therapy dog, charges me $500 an hour.
Well, some people are a little more work, Chris.
There it is. Good looking, isn't it?
The origins of the Chihuahua are a mystery, with guesses from Mexico to Egypt, Sudan, and Malta.
Hello.
It probably originated in Asia and came to Mexico in very ancient times. This is the smallest of all purebred dogs. Clever and gigantic in heart, possessing terrier characteristics. Two coat varieties, long and smooth, are recognized. This is long-coated Chihuahua, number 34.
Okay, let's move her down towards the toy group sign.
And this long coat is a beautiful example of a long coat Chihuahua. We're going to see both varieties here. This one actually came all the way from Japan.
As I say, usually you think of Chihuahua, you don't think of all the fur because the heat, right? The long coat.
Yes, but remember, they're in your home. They're on your lap. They're on your couch. They're your companion. So I don't think.
Okay.
That's great.
He just
Okay,
demanded
right
it.
around. Thank you.
They call them
look at those
saucy.
eyes.
Saucy.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be saucy, and that was a great example of what that temperament is.
Compact with terrier-like qualities.
And this is the smooth-coated Chihuahua, genetically the same breed. Legend has it that this diminutive dog was introduced in Europe as a result of the voyages of Christopher Columbus. This is smooth-coated Chihuahua, number 30.
Thank you.
Here we have Christy Green.
Okay, let's move her down to the back.
So they don't weigh very, they don't, what are they, about 5-6 pounds? Is there a maximum weight to?
Cannot be over 6.
Okay.
So we will weigh them in the ring. If we think they're over, we have an apparatus to weigh the dog, because these are lap dogs. So we never want them to become too big and too heavy because they had to be carried. They were, you know, they certainly can walk. I mean, this beautiful bitch here, she was incredible. She just,
Okay, thanks. Take her right
she's
around.
actually brought back out of retirement, I believe.
She was retired, Flirt, and she's back out for today.
looking great.
Gotta make weight, Flirt.
Talk about saucy.
Chinese Crested was admitted to the toy group in 1991. The breed dates back to at least the early 1500s. They appear to have come from China, although Spanish explorers found them in Mexico and Central and South America. The two types, the hairless and powder puff, are judged by the same standard. This is Chinese Crested, number 12.
Okay, let's
You know, when we talk about these companion
down
dogs,
towards the toy group sign
they're-
and back.
while we're showing them here at the dog show, which is really important to us as breeders, this dog actually has titles in other facets of our sport, like trick dog. So you teach the dog to do tricks. So there's all these ways to engage your dog, to keep it engaged, even if you don't want to show a dog. There's so many things, agility, dock diving, what we saw earlier, all of these great features, and everyone can do this. Everyone, every breed.
I mean, you see that, you know exactly what type of dog that
Okay, right
is. I
around,
mean, you don't one that, or forget the look. It looks like he's wearing snow boots.
And they can actually come in a coated variety too, called the powder puff. So they'll have long flowing coat, almost to the ground typically.
It's a female.
Long favored by royalty, the English Toy Spaniel is nicknamed the Charlie after its most famous admirers, King Charles I and King Charles II. The English toy is a robust toy spaniel with a distinctive domed head. It is a devoted companion with a charming, merry, and affectionate demeanor. This is English Toy Spaniel, number 19, Blenheim and Prince Charles.
Okay, down towards the toy group sign and back.
Cooper is the name, and that's the third most popular name
Is it really?
among dogs. Yeah, each year they update the survey.
Well, Bradley Cooper was trending for a while, so I always thought he was a great actor. So you know what? Maybe they picked up on the last name for Bradley.
Yeah, no offense to Eli or Peyton, but
No,
Cooper,
of course not. I went a little more theatrical on that one because it's a toy group. So
thinking of Cooper Manning.
The King Charles and Ruby variety. The original black and tan coloring is said to be a favorite of King Charles I. The Ruby is a self-colored rich mahogany red. A charming spaniel temperament in a small package and an excellent companion. This is English Toy Spaniel, number 9. King Charles and Ruby.
So we have a veteran here, you know, and we've seen some veterans come through. We had Stump the Sussex that went best in show, and it's actually owned by the same person. So, you know, here's Paddington at 10 years old, and you know, this is such a great tribute to the longevity of dogs in our sport. And you know, when we talk about purebred dogs, this gives us the predictability factor of the age and how long they can live, and Paddington's a great testament to the longevity of a dog, even in a toy breed like this.
The oldest ever to win a Best in Show was at age 10.
The Havanese is the national dog of Cuba. His high head carriage, top line rising slightly from withers to rump, rectangular body and plumed tail carried over the back make the Havanese outline unmistakable. The unique springy gait sets this breed apart from all other breeds. This is Havanese, number 15.
Okay, let's go towards toy group sign and back.
National dog of Cuba.
This breed has a very interesting characteristic that is not typical in almost all breeds. They actually call for a top line that rises from the withers up to the tail. And when we say level top line, that means flat, straight across. Whereas this dog, and you can see it here, has this nice rise up to the tail set. And that's very correct for this breed. And it's very atypical of almost every other breed. So look at that stack.
That's beautiful. And David Murray does a fabulous job with this breed.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in with Jamie Little.
Well, Chris, for those watching at home, this is your chance to get your dog on TV. It's our Best at Home contest. Use the hashtag Best at Home contest. Send in the best photos of your dog. You'll have a chance to win an exclusive Westminster prize pack. So get those photos in now, Chris.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Some great pictures. Back to the competition here.
The Italian Greyhound is a greyhound in miniature. His original role probably both as a hunter of small game and as a companion. He is a luxury-loving and extremely affectionate, sometimes to the point of neediness, yet being a true hound, he requires exercise and outdoor activities. This is Italian Greyhound, number 15.
Checking out Raphael.
Down towards the toy group sign and back.
The owner is a school teacher, and her school, thankfully, allowed her to take off time to travel around the country and the world with Raphael, and it has landed them here.
And around the world she did. She's actually won Best Breed at Crufts Show,
which is over in England. And you know, we talk about dogs coming in. That's another show that draws all this international competition. So our dogs are going overseas and winning over there too. So you know, it's nice to see English dogs coming here. So the dog world isn't so small. You can really compete anywhere with your dogs nowadays.
The aristocratic Japanese Chin is one of the oldest of all toy breeds. In 1853, Commodore Perry brought several back from his historic trip to Japan. By the end of the 19th century, they were popular at dog shows in this country. This is a true companion animal of antiquity, style, and tradition and class. This is Japanese Chin, number 15.
Okay, let's move him towards the toy group sign and back.
The chins are very unique. So when we talk about their expression and their heads and how they're constructed, the chins actually have, instead of what we would consider the traditional normal look in the eye, they have this look of astonishment. So they actually show white in the eye, which we don't typically call for in many other breeds. So, you know, when we look at their heads, it's very unique, and they have an inverted 3. So when you look at their nose is indented. So if you imagine from the side the shape of a 3, so they have such a unique structure to that head when you look at them.
Ozzy
Okay,
Osbourne
right around. Thank you.
has owned Japanese chin.
Really? That's interesting. I didn't see that coming.
Neither did he.
Yeah, right.
The Maltese have been known for at least 28 centuries, making it one of the older breeds. Throughout much of history, royalty and people of refinement have favored this little dog. They are gentle and affectionate. The sole purpose of this small dog with a long, white, silky, straight hair is to be a companion. This is Maltese, number 10.
Valerie, I think you'll remember a long time ago, I showed this breed quite a bit and was rather successful here. Won quite a few best of breeds. And look, here again, we're checking now. This time we're checking for black pigment, and it's not a disqualification, but it's just a desired trait to see this full pigment. That silky coat. Tim will probably brush the dog quite a bit here after the exam. So
Did that graphic really say cookies made from scratch? Do you have to see that?
that's the dog's name. So, you know, we try to name the dogs very unique. So cookies made from scratch is perfect.
A 2-year-old female.
And she's been on quite a roll too in her career. I know a lot of us have ordered her group ones. Look at that stop.
Oh,
wow, these dogs are just
beautiful.
performing great tonight. Oh, this is great. This is what we love to see. We love to see these dogs coming out here, every dog looking its best. Makes it hard on the judge.
Do they work the same way at home? Do they walk that same?
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
All right, so 13 down, 12 more in the toy group. Let's check in with Jenny Taft. Jenny?
What a beautiful Maltese. We're halfway through. They are small in stature, but big personalities. Still to come, the pug, Papillon, Pomeranian. Don't go anywhere.
Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh, I know. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh, I know. Yeah. You ain't nothing but a
love that music. We have already seen our first winner of the night. It was Lewis, the Afghan hound. Breathtaking. And as you know, Best in Show, the last 2 years has come from the hound group. Could we have another hound group winner this time around? Well, the toys are putting on quite a show here inside Arthur Ashe Stadium, and we are halfway through the group with the non-sporting and herding still to come. Now, group judging resumes tomorrow here on FS1 at 7:30 Eastern with the sporting, working, and terrier groups. And of course, we'll cap night 2 by crowning our Best in Show for 2024. We continue now with the toys as we send it back to Chris Myers.
All right, Jenny, so we have 12 more in this group. And Michael Lefebvre, who's been the ring announcer here at Westminster for more than 20 years, picks us back up.
Good evening. How are you?
The toy Manchester, as a breed apart, is a little over 150 years old.
Can I see the bite,
This is
please?
the toy variety of the Manchester Terrier, named like the larger version for Manchester, England. The toy came to the United States in the larger version and was an immediate hit with people of taste and discrimination. This is Toy Manchester Terrier, number 10.
And let's move it to the number 1 sign and back.
Yeah, and I wanted to correct Xavier McKinney, who was our celebrity introduction for the toy group. Mentioned the Giants. He, after 4 years with the Giants, signed a new $67 million deal with the Green Bay Packers. So he can have add a lot of toys to his group.
And here's a great little dog, the Toy Manchester Terrier.
Okay, right around to the end.
You can see how intense they are. They were actually ratting dogs. So this breed did come from a breed with a purpose, and that was as a ratter.
The miniature pinscher is distinctly not a bred-down version of the Doberman pinscher, as so many people apparently believe. In fact, this toy is by far the older breed. Min pins are alert, active, fearless, and naturally inquisitive. The Hackney gait, which is a high stepping free and easy gait, is correct for the breed. This is Miniature Pinscher, number 17.
Number 4, sign and back.
When we talk about this high stepping gait, you can see on this min pin where the foot comes off the ground, lifts a little bit and breaks.
Okay, right around.
Ken Kalvalka, she's had so many big winning min pins here through the years. She's a breeder, owner, handler. Does a really nice job with this breed.
She started with boxers as well.
She did. She won the group here with boxer.
Yes.
Good evening.
Papillon is French for butterfly, and the ears on this elegant toy dog resemble wings. This breed is favored by the French monarchy in the 1600s and 1700s. This Royal Spaniel comes in 2 varieties. The Papillon has erect ears, and the Feline has French for moth, has drop ears. This is Papillon, number 23.
Valerie, we're talking about someone who's a breeder, owner, handler, and you have done all of that, including, and then you've also been just the handler. Are there advantages, disadvantages?
No, I don't think so. As long as the time, effort, and dedication has been put into it, and that's what breeders really have kind of the upper hand over the professionals, because they can get in there and work with the dog directly. The handlers, you know, sometimes get given the dogs, and they have to forge that bond with them through the years.
And we'll continue on that.
Pekingese has long been one of the most popular of all toy breeds. His tapering hindquarters, massive front end and mane earn him the name Lion Dog. The standard calls for an unhurried, dignified, and rolling gait, as you can see here. His dates back to the 8th century in China, where he was considered sacred. This is Pekingese, number 11.
Okay, Lumpy, for those of you that remember TV shows way back when, and Leave It to Beaver. No, but you would think that an owner handler would have just a more comfort, or the dog might have more of a comfort level because of the owner being involved more closely.
Sure, and you know, the handlers also work with the dog, so they become bonded to the handler as well, because a lot of times the handler's keeping the dog for quite an extended period of time. This is a great example of this Pekingese, though. Look at this, the little rolling gait they have. And, you know, this young lady, she's actually an assistant to a handler. So she's in here showing this dog, and I know she's been taking care of this dog and really working hard with it. So here's an example of an assistant who is somebody who works for a handler to get the dogs ready. And she's done a stellar job with this dog.
Pomeranian is a Nordic Spitz breed that takes its name from the German province of Pomerania. They have been bred down from the original 20 to 30 pound herding and sled pulling ancestors to the 3 to 7 pound size today. These spirited and loyal dogs excel in the show ring, at companion events, and as therapy dogs. This is Pomeranian, number 9.
Okay, towards the number 4 sign and back.
Kansas City Chief tight end Travis Kelsey has, well, we'd say mostly a Pomeranian. It's kind of a Pomsky, so it's a little bit of a mix, as he would call it.
Well, this is what the purebred version looks like, and it's a beautiful example. You know, their ears are high set, and we'll talk about Spitz a lot through the, and it's a variety of dog, and they have these, they're square, they're compact, the tail's high set.
Double coated.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that coat should be hard and off-standish, and it's a protective coat. Great gait on him. Beautiful.
This is the smallest variety of poodle, a diminutive copy of the miniature and standard poodle, never in excess of 10 inches tall. The toy should have the same structure, intelligence, attitude, and beauty as the larger members of his family, and the same elegant style and grooming. This is Toy Poodle, number 11.
We're going towards the number 4 sign and back.
Like the name Ham. Although the major fault of Shy, I mean, there you go. There's
Yeah, and you look at this poodle and you see the trim on it, and some people maybe think it's odd or excessive, but it's actually developed to protect the dog because they were actually a working dog, and they went into the water, so they needed this protective coat for their lungs, their heart, their joints, so it's covering up the joints.
Right around. Thanks.
It's very important.
Elvis Presley loved toy poodles, gave them as a gift to his wife, his mother.
The pug almost certainly originated in China, next appearing in Japan and then Europe in the 16th century. He quickly became the darling of European nobility. Pugs combine cocky confidence with a friendly, sensitive, and sincere nature. They are especially good with children. This is pug number 21.
Okay, right towards the number 4 sign and back.
When you were wandering around, you mentioned before we even started today, the pug was on your mind.
We did watch pugs, and it's a very competitive breed. In addition, it's a favorite for a lot of the people here in America. This pug breed shown by Michael Scott is a new young dog. He's really taken off. He's number 5 toy dog in the country, and I think he could be in there today.
Another dog stopping
He's
perfectly.
showing great.
You know, their characteristics, that round head, that high set curled tail, very important.
Big body.
A favorite breed of the Russian aristocracy, the Russian toy is elegant, athletic, and cheerful. They are known for their playfulness and devotion as companion dogs. The breed can have a smooth or long coat and comes in 6 colors. This is Russian toy, number 11.
Okay, we're going to move towards the number 4 sign and back.
You know, Chris, we talked about traits that come through, and a lot of these breeds, they want these fine bone dogs because you don't want a heavy dog. If it's a companion dog, you're carrying it around, and you know this dog really exemplifies that nice fine bone that they have. The beautiful ears. It's so important to have this beautiful ear with the coat on the ears. It's, you know, these are the traits that make people fall in love with certain breeds, and when you see these breeds at home and you go, oh, it's beautiful, that's why people made them this way, to have these beautiful traits that made them appeal to everybody.
The Shih Tzu was originally developed in China's imperial courts by crossing ancient Chinese and Tibetan breeds. Later, the Shih Tzu flourished in England and has now become popular in the United States. While a show dog wears a long flowing coat, family pets look charming and are easier to maintain in a variety of short clips. This is Shih Tzu, number 9.
So, you know, you were asking about professionals versus breeder-owner handlers. This is a breeder-owner handler, and he had the top dog of all breeds last year. So, you know, Luke has accomplished a great deal of success in Shih Tzus throughout the years.
It's a lot to...
It's happy. I love the dog.
Double coat, domed round head, right? The whole...
Yeah, so have large eyes. You know, it all contributes to that beautiful expression.
And he puts him down in absolutely beautiful condition.
The Silky Terrier is a toy with the heart of a terrier. The breed originated in Australia and is said to be a cross between the Australian Terrier and the Yorkshire Terrier. The breed was first shown in Australia in 1907, but not in the United States until the early 1950s. This is Silky Terrier, number 12.
I know.
So after this, just 2 more
That's okay.
in the toy group.
Good baby. Yeah. Okay, towards the number 4 sign and back.
So we're going to see 2 dogs, the Silky Terrier and the Yorkshire Terrier that's coming up. And while you may think they're similar, they're not as well. The shape and proportions differ. The Silky's lower and longer, but not too long. You never want them to go on too long. The coat color is different. So the tan on this dog is a different shade, whereas the Yorkie's much darker. This dog has a lighter colored coat.
Thank you.
The Toy Fox Terrier joined the AKC Toy Group in 2003. Bred down from Smooth Fox Terriers, the Toy Fox combines the spirited terrier attitude with the typical affectionate personality of a toy dog. These fun-loving little dogs love human companionship and are great show dogs, agility dogs, or wonderful pets. This is Toy Fox Terrier, number 15.
And here we have Luke Waters handling this little dog. It's a generational family that has been brought up within the sport. They do a great job.
Yeah, he looks like one of the younger handlers we've seen out here tonight.
Yeah, and this is what the sport's all about. We talked about the celebration of the 90th anniversary of junior showmanship. Luke competed in junior showmanship. He's growing up into a wonderful young adult. He's always professional in the ring, and we'd love to see that in the ring with these young kids just, you know, striving to be professionals.
Who doesn't love a dog or growing up with one?
The Yorkshire Terrier traces its roots to the Terriers of Scotland and Northern England. Yorkies were a distinct breed by 1870 and first shown at Westminster in 1878. Today's Yorkie retains the hallmark of the breed, an ideal dark blue silk body coat, high head carriage of shaded golden tan, and of course, the self-importance of a toy dog. This is Yorkshire Terrier, number 7.
So, Chris, I had the great pleasure 2 days ago to talk to a famous Yorkshire Terrier breeder, Kathleen Colbert. She's 99 years old. And I said, are you coming to the show to watch the Yorkies? And she said, no, I have to go home and whelp a litter. So still at 99, and she would be so proud to see her breed out here today. This is a lovely example of a Yorkshire Terrier. Small ears, correct coat, silky coat with a dark steel blue.
Well, God bless her at 99.
Yeah, I was so thrilled to see her, and I know she's at home cheering on her breed.
Glenn Lejeski eyeing this group of 25. He's, of course, judged in the U.S., but all the way across from China to Australia. And as Valerie mentioned, more than 50 years.
Hold this dog out. Hold this dog out.
We have the English toy, the Havanese.
Hold the Maltese out.
Maltese.
Hold these 2 dogs.
The miniature pincher and the Papillon. The toy poodle. The pug. And the Shih Tzu. Wow, this is a collection out here of great dogs. Wow. He is not going to have an easy time.
It's a tough choice.
Some with sizable ears.
I want to move them one at a time, and you'll wind up back where you are.
Some with a lot of fur, some with not so much.
And that's the beauty of the toy group. There's so much for people at home to decide what appeals to them. There's the English Toy Spaniel.
The Havanese.
That Havanese is great tonight. Just putting on a perfect show.
It's a good crowd tonight.
There's the Maltese. Cookie. Another dog just going around looking great.
Fabulous.
And the miniature pincher with Kim. Cavalier. And you have the Papillon. Always lively. They're always lively. They look great going around the ring. He'll have a discerning eye for a poodle because this is his breed, one of his breeds. So to even be out this far is a great accomplishment. The young pug dog.
Michael Scott. And the Shih Tzu.
It's been a hard dog to beat all last year and coming into this year, so it'll be very interesting to see what he chooses.
Sure, people at home are making their own selection.
They're just all these dogs are just standing there perfectly.
This happens to be an exceptionally strong group. My only regret is I only have 4 ribbons, and I wish I had more. But first today is the Shih Tzu.
Good Shih Tzu. The Havanese is number 2.
Third is Maltese, and 4th is the pug.
Oh, wonderful dogs. What a great job he did. And they just look spectacular out there. That's what you hope a toy dog does, is just look beautiful the whole time.
Would you have gone in that? That was a tough call.
Oh, I've used all of these dogs in my placement, so you can't go wrong.
On the night, you judge them on the night.
Let's head down to the winner and Jamie Little.
And getting all the hugs all around. Luke, we talked to you last year here at this very show with Comet, and what a year it has been for this beautiful dog. What do you want people to know about Comet? And is this perhaps your year?
He just never lets me down. He's such a wonderful dog. He's a wonderful representative of his breed, and he's been appreciated by the best in the sport, and I just can't be prouder.
I know there was a lot of competition. You just heard the judge say it. What made him stand out?
It's a beautiful group. I mean, it was just a beautiful group with quality dogs. I don't know. To me, he stands out because he just loves everything he does about this, and he's just got such a magnificent breed type.
Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night. Little comment. We'll see you tomorrow night, Jenny.
The emotion says it all. Congratulations to Comet. Next up for us, the non-sporting group is getting ready. There's something so unique about this group. How about that Bichon Frise? I mean, the shapes, the sizes, so much variety. I love a Boston Terrier. I did go to BU. Gotta love that group. Well, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is presented by Purina Pro Plan Nutrition that performs.